Hello, gamers. Okay. Looks normal. Back to fuchsia, where I belong, at least for this week or whatever. Alright, my counter maybe went up. Pause. Maybe I should get in the habit of trying to end it before it starts to increment again. Okay, and then start it again. I think it was there, give or take. Okay. I've got Chinchou in front. Got my white flute. All right. And is our counter working like normal? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, we're off to the races for the night. I think I'd like to get at least 1,000 in, which I think we can do no problem. If not, maybe even like a couple hundred more than that. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We're certainly not going to hit 8192 tonight. That's for damn sure. But like, I feel like we can get, you know. Hello, Beaveries. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Dude, congratulations on the world record. That's incredible. How do you feel? I mean, I could tell in the moment that you could hear that you were smiling, I think. So like, great job. That was very cool to watch. But how do you feel? It's 2 a.m., but you're still too excited to sleep. I feel that. So, are you just gonna keep the streak rolling for as long as you can? Are you gonna take a break and do something else? What are you thinking? Eggs. Good old eggs. You'll probably play it every weekend until it's over. Excellent. Like a ritual. That's chill. Hell yeah. Well, great work. Do you know, like, is anyone else actively chasing it as far as you know, or are you like one of the only people who's kind of actively going for the record? And now that you have the record, do you know if anyone else is also like, is anyone like tailing you? Is anyone in like the 200 zone or something? No dice on Chansey. That's okay. Worth a shot every time. The previous world record was set recently, and you know that that player is planning to prove his PB. Okay, so like, well, did their streak end at 484? Or did they like pause at 484? The streak was lost. Okay, so they gotta like start from scratch. Cool. Are you allowed to, since like once you start a streak for the sake of like the world record or like attempting it, are you allowed to adjust your team at all? Or do you have to kind of lock in your team for the duration of the streak? Oh, community game is a bot, so Pokemon will show up in chat. You can type !Poke start to get a starter Pokemon, and then you can do !Poke catch to catch Pokemon that show up in chat. Oh, you changed your team at 434. Okay. So you're allowed to make adjustments? That's cool. Just change some EVs. Okay. You can completely change? Okay. Right on. If you were like, actually, maybe like Illumise is calling out to me. Something about Illumise. Like Salamence is cool, Metagross is cool, but like, what about Illumise? Not uncommon for singles where you use a fast team early and then switch to a slow, consistent team. Okay. So like get the streak high with a fast team, just to get up there through the easier rounds. Cool. I saw that you shared your Emerald save for the purpose of mixing records and stuff. I would like to get your save, partly to like get your trainer in my battle tower for sure. I'm more interested in, admittedly, your secret base. I would love to have your secret base in my game. I don't know if you like do secret base stuff very much in Emerald. That's one of my favorite aspects of it, personally. But I saw that you have like a whole channel for it in your own Discord. So I'd like to get my Emerald save like in order, in like a shareable state that I'm happy with, and then if it's all right, I'd like to put my save in there also. You made a secret base on that save specifically for EV training and XP grinding? Hell yeah. Hi Cass, happy last day of Safari Week. Cass, did you get, I assume if you did, you probably would have shouted about it from the high heavens. But just in case, did you find a shiny dog? No shiny. Are you gonna stay in the Safari past once the week is over? Your Discord doesn't get used too much, mostly for events. That's all good. I mean, I don't know. You've got the channel for Emerald saves. Anyway, yeah, at some point, I'm gonna download yours and mix records with it. Where, this might be tough to answer with text. Maybe you can just say what route it's on or something. Where is the secret base that you shared? Where is it like located in Hoenn? Because I'd also like to make sure that like that secret base is like free. Fortree on the left? Okay. I'm trying to remember my Emerald. One of my best friends, like I have their secret base to the right of Fortree City. I don't think I have many, honestly, on the left side of Fortree near like the Weather Institute and stuff. But that's like prime secret base real estate. All on that route. You put it close to a Pokemon Center? Okay, so it's like right next to Fortree? I feel like there's like two. There's like one that's higher up on the route. There's like a Ninja Boy there or something. And then there's one that's a little bit lower down. It's like a hedge beneath some like tall grass. Anyway, I want to say like both of it's the hedge. Okay. I want to say both of those are open in my save currently. So that's great. That works out. I didn't realize that when you mixed records with someone, you didn't just receive their secret base, you also received the secret bases of other people that they have mixed records with. So like I mixed records with one friend. We sent our saves to each other like over Discord. And I got their secret base, and then I was just like, you know, wandering around the Hoenn region, and then saw another open secret base, and I was like, what the hell is this? Who is this? And I walk in, it's some person who I don't know. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I take a picture and I send it to my friend, and I'm like, who is this? And they're like, oh, this is my like friend's sisters from like 15 years ago. Crazy. I fight the team, and it's like a team of like 4 level 20s. Oh my god, it's the best feature maybe of all time. I love it. It's so fun. And secret bases are like the perfect like utilization. Makes you sound like a cool DJ. Record mixing? Wicca Wicca. Did I do it right? Cass, have you seen the show Adults? And/or do you know who the actor Jack Innanen is? I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. You've not seen Adults? Name sounds familiar? Okay, he's a Canadian. He like was a TikTok guy. I guess he still makes TikToks and stuff, but he was like TikToker turned actor, and he plays a character in the show Adults. And Adults is really funny. But his character in Adults is named Paul Baker. And I miss Paul Baker every day. But the DJ for Ralph, Cass, really, really, really reminded me of Paul Baker. He kind of looked like Paul Baker. He had like fun, like himbo energy. There's a Paul Baker IRL in Halifax. Anyway, I saw the DJ for Ralph and I was like, I miss Paul Baker. Anyway. That was a fun show. We did a good job, I reckon. Let's do it again? Yeah. Absolutely. Playing on big stages? I know. I know. It's such a... It is a nice change of pace from like... I love Gus's, don't get me wrong. Thank God for Gus's. But it is nice to have a little bit more space sometimes. And also the sound was crazy. And the screen with the effects behind us and stuff. But love Gus's. Thank God for Gus's. I want to like write a song called Thank God for Gus's. Or something. Just on a whole nother level. And they were all nice too, the crew and stuff. OMG, it's the weekend Safari Week Caprio Twitch stream. Hi, Matt Tam. Hi, Wayne. How you doing? Happy Sunday. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but it's the end of Safari Week, you know? Wayne, you got a streak? You got a 3-stream streak? Have some fish. Times 3. Enjoy. Your dad is doing better? That's great news. I'm happy for you. I'm doing all right. Had a band practice earlier. I was playing some Pokemon Moon this morning. And I'm towards like the end of the game. Like I got Lunala. On my way to the league and stuff. I was awake at a normal hour. I woke up, I think, around 6. And I think maybe went to bed around midnight. New album was a banger, by the way. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, no, I wicked would have preferred to sleep in like a bunch, but it's just I know, but it's just like, I just wake up and then I'm just awake. And then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll get up and have some breakfast and shit. I was saying to Mo earlier, I'm like this close to getting back to like a schedule that I want, where like, because I want to stream at night, I don't want to like be yawning and shit at night. So like, the dream is like go to bed at like 2, 3 a.m. and then wake up at like 10. That would be sick for me. Stream from like 9 to 1 and then take like an hour or whatever to like wind down and then go to bed at, you know, between like 2 and 3, but set an alarm for 10 and like wake up at 10 every day. I think that would be perfect. And I'm like, I'm close. I'm close. Anyway, Wayne, thank you very much for listening. I'm glad you like it. Am I like a don't need 8 hours? No, I definitely do. And in fact, I think when I'm sleeping normally, I will usually sleep for like longer than 8. Like if I don't set an alarm, like at points when the sleep schedule was like fully fucked, I would go to sleep at like 6 a.m. Like I would go to sleep when Mo would wake up, and I wouldn't wake up until like 4, which is like, what is that, 10 hours? I should give myself more time to sleep. But like 7 to 8 is perfectly reasonable, I think. When you're working, you're doing 12 to 7 sleeping, and since you're on break right now, you messed it all up immediately. That's the thing. As soon as I was done work, it like fully, like I just became nocturnal within like a couple of days. But I don't want that to be the case. I found for a while there, like I found I was only really feeling productive after I was done stream, and then I would still have this energy, so I would like make videos and stuff after stream until like 5, 6 in the morning. But last few days I've been doing them like in the morning, afternoon, after I wake up, which is better. You know, I want to stream later. Well, it depends, I guess, on like when I can start. Ideally, if I could start at 9 our time, that would be huge. But more often than not, I don't even get here until 10 or 9:30, I guess. But you know, it depends on the night. Depends on, like, I fully expected. I had a band practice earlier that started at 7, so I fully expected to not even get home until after 9. But we wrapped up in a decent amount of time, so that was cool. And so then I got to start at 9. Anyway, and then I would like to be able to stream for like a decent amount of time. You're surprised how fast I got to stream after practice? I mean, I just kind of came home, put some shorts on because it's hot in my apartment. I don't want to do daytime streams. I don't want to do daytime streams. I think I just prefer doing them at this time of day. I think other people are streaming during the daytime, and sometimes I can like, that's like when I'm doing other stuff. And I feel like I can kind of loosely have a schedule if I stream at night. During the day, fucking anything can happen. So I don't want to like try to have a schedule during the day. So my day is just like it's open for band practices, it's open for if Mo wants to hang out. It's open for if friends want to hang out or whatever. It's open if I want to do whatever. Tennis! Yeah. Yeah, let's play tennis. Tennis, Catan, and Pokemon cards. What a trifecta. You and Shy played some TCG earlier and you were listening to the Sunday Girl album at the same time? Nice! Thanks for listening. I'm trying to not feel annoying about sharing it and asking people to listen to it and stuff. You're talking to Booth at the Pride Show and he also wants to play tennis? Hell yeah. Let's get Booth in there to play some tennis. Pro tennis player Connor Booth. He's basically Federer and Nadal wrapped into one. Some call him Waluigi, the way he's nasty with it. Man, the thing that got me to play tennis when I was a kid was unironically Mario Tennis for the Game Boy Advance. Me and my friend Alex both had it, and we would play it together and like against each other with our link cables when we were like 9. And then we were both like, wait, what if we played tennis for real? So then when we were 10, we joined a tennis club and started taking lessons and stuff. And it's insane to think that like the catalyst for that was literally Mario Tennis. Yeah, Matt Tan, that's the guy we played with last year. In an ideal world, you think you would also stream at night, but starting at 7? Did you ever tell us about that time you saw Federer and Nadal and Djokovic? No? This is news to me. That dude is insane? Yeah, he got way better than me. We started at the same time, but he got very good very quick. And then stayed good. He also got tall, the bastard. We were the same height when we started, and then he got tall. Son of a bitch. When you were in high school, your mom took you to the Rogers Cup in Montreal? Jesus Christ, that's a 45 stream streak. I don't know that it's going to do 45 fish, but we're just going to have to find out together. Times 45. Okay. Enjoy your fish. Is it? No, it caps at 20. We discovered this already. Still. Crazy streak, 45. Holy. You always liked tennis but never took lessons, so you're terrible. But you're always down to play anytime. There's a nice court down the street from your place. Could be huge. Could be huge. I do always have my racket and a couple balls in my car. And also croquet. I've got croquet ready to go in the back of my car. That's our, what, third Chansey already? Rip. We're not allowed to catch Chansey though. Another one. That's crazy. These are 1% to show up, by the way. And they're 100% to flee. And they're 100% reason to remember the name also. When you want to play some TCG, what are the chances? Good one. I'm down whenever, as long as I'm not already busy. You know? As long as there isn't already like a band practice or something. That's pretty much it, you know? I would like one blue Nidoran, please. Thank you in advance. Eggs. I would also accept a blue Nidorino, but that we're less likely to catch that. Not that a Nidoran is guaranteed by any means. It's just way more likely. Like if we try to catch this one. Uh-oh. But it stays. Anyway. It's fine. You're off all week? Well, I probably... Oh, new record on Castron. I don't think I could do tomorrow or Tuesday. I could do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You're free tomorrow until locals at 6. But the rest of the week is busy? You could do Wednesday? I could do Wednesday. I'm pretty sure. I could do Wednesday. Patch is also free Wednesday? I mean, everything's coming together. Wednesday's busy. Yeah, because Wednesday is locals. Yo, nice manta ray. Nice Lapras. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that. I feel like there was something else too. There's another Chansey. It stayed? Never mind. Pokedex achievements, neither of them require mythicals. So the Kanto Dex doesn't require Mew, and then the National Dex doesn't require Mew, Celebi, Deoxys, Jirachi, or Ho-Oh and Lugia are also not included. Just because they're between Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, they're all of those Pokemon aren't normally available unless you use a mystery gift. So it's nice at least that they're not necessary. And then the final star was the thing that I've been putting off for forever. What's up, Riley? Nice to see you. Welcome in. How was your Safari week? Did you find anything besides the seeking? Anyway, I finally got around to doing Dojiro berry picking last night. Had a couple friends over, and they were down to help and play the other 2 Game Boys to play this like 3-player minigame. Outrageous, but we did it. All right. Safari Week was awesome. Just the one seeking, but you did a nice long stream yesterday and you got to watch some other shinies from the Discord. Nice. That's like the best part, I think, about the whole thing, is that like it's a whole bunch of people looking for shinies together so you can like celebrate together. But it, you know, at least you found a seeking. It's pretty sick. Hi, Liv. How you doing? Nice to see you. Riley, welcome in. Thanks for checking out the stream. Okay, enjoy House of the Dragon. Good luck with the hunt, thank you. I'll try not to find the shiny while you're not here, okay? That seems only fair. Thank you so much. No problemo. It's the least I can do. Tell the game to wait. Your back has been wigging out a bit and your sleep schedule is quite messed up. Outside of that, you're okay? I hope your back gets sorted sooner rather than later. I'm doing all right. I was just talking earlier, Liv, about my sleep schedule also being pretty messed up currently. But like it's close to where I want it to be, you know what I mean? It's close. It's certainly better than it was the last like month. I was like fully nocturnal for a few weeks there, which is not good. It's close in that, like, I just want to, like, right now I feel like I'm getting sleepy, like, a little too early, and then I'm also waking up too early. So I want to, like, try to shift it so I go to bed a little bit later and then wake up, like, a little bit later in the morning. Ideally. Is that back-to-back Scyther? Back-to-back 4% Scyther? Dude, we found so many Chanseys that last, like, set or round in here. Eggs. Been kind of just playing Power World the past few days with Muesli. You kind of love the game. You have a server that you've been running for any of your friends that have been interested. It's been really fun. Nice. I'm glad you're having a good time with it. I didn't realize that it hit like 1.0. Like I didn't realize that it like fully launched or whatever. In fact, I think I've just forgot even that, like, when it came out 2 years ago, that it came out in early access. That's why everyone's giving it a shot again. Yeah, no, it's a good like second push for a game for sure. You know what comes out kinda soon is a new Game Freak game, Beast of Reincarnation. Comes out August 4th. Have you guys seen this game? You've heard about it? Have you seen it? Have you looked at it? Like, that game really feels like it's Game Freak trying to tell everyone, listen, we can do some crazy shit if our timeline isn't fucked. Okay? Also, if we're not making a game for babies, we can do some pretty cool shit. Exhibit A. Anyway, I hope the game is at least, like, it's one thing that it, like, looks nice and is, like, high fidelity and stuff. I hope the game itself is, like, good, like decent to good, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to, like, be the greatest thing ever by any means. I just hope it doesn't, like, I hope it runs well. All this stuff, I basically just, like, I hope it gives Game Freak, like, a lot of, I don't know, like, street cred or something with people. Just so they aren't, like, scapegoated as much anymore. I think people have in the last few years, like, Meow Meow Sandy, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. I feel like, the, like, talking points have shifted over the last couple of years, where people are instead rightfully blaming the Pokemon Company and not Game Freak. Hope folks can see their work on this game and actually realize some amount of respect for them and their work. Absolutely. It's a bit of a shame that it's like an Xbox release, because Xbox kind of stinks right now. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Sandy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Like, I don't know if Beast of Reincarnation comes out for Switch 2. It probably comes out on Steam, or maybe it'll be, because it's an Xbox thing, maybe it'll be on Game. In fact, it'll probably be a Game Pass thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not planning to, like, get it and play it, but I am very eager for the reviews of it. And I think, like, anything at, like, 7 and up will be great. You know? Rip. Maybe next time, Chansey. But just, like, logistically or something, or, like, the business side of it, I'm fascinated by Game Freak, like, being the developer of the mainline Pokemon games, and also, like, they're making other games, their own games, that maybe they're more excited about. Like, I feel like they're probably, a lot of that staff who's, like, sick and tired of making Pokemon games probably feels really good about making a different video game. But at least, like, most of their games at least come out on, like, a Nintendo console. Like your Drill Dozers, your Pocket Card Jockey, your Harmonite, fucking Giga Wrecker. Do you guys know Giga Wrecker? Giga Wrecker might be one of the worst games I've ever played. Little Town Hero also, that was on Switch. I don't know what year Giga Wrecker and Little Town Hero came out. Like, I wonder what the most recent non-Pokemon game for Game Freak was. Little Town Hero came out October 16th, 2019. Giga Wrecker came out 2017. Okay. Oh, Giga Wrecker's on Steam. And it's bigly on sale. Don't buy it. Bad game. One of the worst, but that's okay. Well, I guess Pocket Card Jockey got like a re-release on Switch. I guess that counts. So yeah, but largely it was like Little Town Hero in 2019. I don't think they put anything else out. Again, any non-Pokemon things since. So, Beast of Reincarnation, like next week, is going to be the first non-Pokemon game for them in like 7 years. Maybe it is coming out on Switch too. Beast of Reincarnation. No. It's coming out on PlayStation 5, Xbox consoles, and it's coming out on PC. Not Switch 2 yet. Yeah, fascinating. I mean, they have other games. What is that? The elephant game? Something the Badass Elephant. Game Freak. Elephant game. Tembo the Badass Elephant. Tembo the Badass Elephant might be my favorite Game Freak game. What y'all know about Tembo the Badass Elephant? Where, okay, that's the Steam store. Why is it age restricted? That's crazy. Anyway. They're interesting devs. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant to say earlier, I guess, again, just like logistically or like business wise, it's just fascinating that they are the developer for mainline Pokemon, but then also have all of these other side projects. Like, do they need the money, or are they truly just like doing it for the love of the game? Like, did they make Tembo the badass elephant for the love of the game, or like what's the vibe? What? How did that game come to be? And it might just be the love of the game. Someone there might have just like really wanted to make that elephant game. If you've got Switch Online, you can play the Game Freak game Pulse Man on the Sega Genesis collection. That game's pretty cool. I don't think Drill Dozer is on the Game Boy Advance collection, unfortunately. I'd be sick if it could be. Harmonite is just fully gone with the 3DS eShop closure. It has not, I don't think Harmonite exists on like the Switch eShop. So that's a shame. Same thing with like 3DS Pocket Card Jockey, but at least Pocket Card Jockey is on mobile, and then they remastered it and put it on Switch. That's a good game. What else? I mean, there's their very first game with like the mat flipping or whatever. I don't even... Oh, so, what the hell is the name of that game? Mendel's Palace? Does that ring a bell? The like tatami mat flipping game? Thankful for Game Freak. Their work made your childhood better than what it was. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I don't know. They made Pokemon. Like, they made my favorite thing. How can I can't be mad at Game Freak. They made my favorite thing. I can't be mad at them either for wanting to like experiment and make some other weird games for fun. Or whatever, or maybe not for fun, but again, for the love of the game or whatever. Whatever drove them to make Tembo the badass elephant. Pikachu escaped. Devastating. Devastating stuff. You got a Meryl on the GTS in Heart Gold Soul Silver? Nice. That's pretty sweet. And I assume you're still early enough in the game that like you don't have access to Meryl yet. So that's pretty cool. Is it a level 1? Or is it like level, I don't know, 20 something, like caught in Mount Mortar or whatever. I'm trying to think if I have a Meryl in Heart Gold. I don't remember if I caught one or not. You're up to Whitney. It is level 1. It's just a baby. Just a little guy. That's so sick that you can still use the GTS with the Poke Classic Network. That's so fun. But also that you and Toaster were able to trade like in real time. Yeah, I want to say Meryl is maybe a 1% in Mount Mortar, but don't quote me on that. And a Swarm would make them 40%. Like Yanma and Quillfish and Snubble and stuff, but I don't think you need a Swarm. Certainly makes it a lot easier. Speaking of, I haven't been checking my Swarms and my Heart Gold, and I absolutely should be. Every day still. That's kind of the last thing that I like. Well, that and I guess the bug catching contest in my Heart Gold. I'm not really like going around and getting my apricorns anymore. Or really like any other dailies, I guess, but I should still be checking my Swarms probably. And I should still be doing the bug catching contest because there are some bug catching contest Pokemon, some like national dex guys that I should get from that probably. I also figured I should probably set up my Safari Zone in Heart Gold so that eventually I'll be able to catch like Bagon and Shelgon and all of the other Safari Zone Pokemon that you have to wait an amount of time for, like months. Probably set up my Heart Golds so they'll appear like by the time we play Soul Silver next year. They'll definitely be available in my Heart Gold at least. And I don't think there's like version exclusives in the Safari Zone between Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I don't think anyway. There might be, I'm trying to think. Maybe not, I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, just like the ones that take like the longest amount of time, I could probably set up in Heart Gold. Probably not a bad idea. I made that Safari Zone video the other day, so I should probably, you know, put my money where my mouth is. Oh, it's a Great Marshmallow. Oh, shit. From the Sinnoh region. You been loving the videos? Thank you. That's very nice. I've been trying to put them out like every other day, and so far that's been doable because the videos do not take that long to make. But I have some ideas for some other videos that I think are going to take longer to put together, so I don't think I'll be able to like stick to that release schedule, but that's fine. I don't think it was totally sustainable anyway. Hoping that at some stage in the Gen 4 playthrough we can all do some trades and battles. Yes, I need to get my hands on an old like Samsung phone or whatever to do the hotspot thing, and then I can absolutely get in on that. They've been lovely to see pop up on your timeline so often. Part of why I was also able to like make them relatively frequently was a result of the bad sleep schedule, though. Kind of. Anyway, whatever. But they've been fun. I don't know. Again, they're pretty like quick and dirty. If nothing else, I've been practicing like making thumbnails, kind of. Because even the thumbnails are pretty like simple. Sometimes the best things come from a bad sleep schedule. Amen. A women. You gotta post your Emerald team in the Gen 3 channel? Yes. Absolutely you do. I want everyone to post all of their teams in every game all the time. You haven't opened the save in a long while? I feel that. You ever open a Pokemon save that you haven't played in a long time and you're like, what the hell was I even working on, or what was I doing? Was I working on anything? Am I done? Or did I get all the legendary? Like, okay, I have all the gym badges. It looks like I entered the Hall of Fame. Did I get all the legendaries? I don't know. How do I check? Go to the PC. PC is fully empty. You're like, Check the Pokedex. Actually, yeah, I guess that would be a decent way. Maybe not like a foolproof way, but you know. But like it's you gotta like do some like light detective work to figure out what the fuck you did in the save. Migration victim. Yep. I made a Google Doc a couple years ago of like, I just like went through all of my Pokemon cartridges and I wrote down the information. So like the trainer name and the trainer ID. So if I ever found any Pokemon, I could try to like trace it back to that save with the name and ID. I wrote down the team that I used for the playthrough, or at least like whatever playthrough is on that cartridge. And then I wrote down like what the cartridge had done, whether it had like, if it was like in the middle of a playthrough, like it only had like X amount of badges, or maybe it like had beaten the league but was still in the middle of some post-game stuff, or maybe it was fully done and I finished everything that I wanted to do and then I just moved on from it. But you know, so then the thing to do for that cartridge at that point, if I wanted to save everything, which 9 times out of 10 I do want to save everything on it, trade or transfer all of the Pokemon to keep them safe, maybe even some items and stuff. So usually that was that's the last thing for most of the games, is like everything needs to be traded out of here if I want to restart it. But I made a note of all of that shit. And then I checked it just a couple weeks ago because I was trying to see if I could find information. I think I mentioned this too, is I was trying to find like the origins of some of the Pokemon that I have in Gen 3. I was trying to like piece together some like teams of 6 that got like separated. And in the process, I found that doc that I made, and then the doc was pretty out of date, and it like had names and IDs and teams and stuff that were no longer actually on the cartridge. And then I also had written out like ideas for like teams in games that I wanted to play in the future that I have since done already. Mons from a Few Dead Universes. Yeah, I was in my Pokemon box. I had a bunch of Pokemon that I wanted to try to like reunite as a team of 6 again. And there's 3 teams, as far as I can tell, that have like 4 or 5 Pokemon, but not 6. And it's possible I used like an HM Pokemon, or like at least like a Pokemon with Fly or something, you know? That maybe wasn't like a member. But it's possible like some of them got transferred to Gen 4 and then onwards or something. I have no idea. Anyway, we go back. We keep going in the safari. I at least want to pass 5,000 tonight and see if we can even get a couple more 100 beyond that. All right, and we're in business. Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme. Anyway, with Gen 4 onwards, I think it's easier to kind of keep track of your Pokemon as long as you don't mess around with the date on your like systems too much. Which I don't like to do. I don't like to time travel in Pokemon because I want my dates and times to be like pretty close to accurate for the sake of like diary keeping in the future when I'm like looking through my guys. Gen 4 onwards, it gives you like the date that you caught the guy and where you caught it and all that stuff. And Gen 3 unfortunately is missing that. So I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit for not being better at like diary keeping. But I also like, I don't think I realized how seriously I wanted to take my Gen 3 stuff until just in the last like couple years when I realized like I would like to know, you know, where some of these Pokemon came from and stuff. But like even this Fire Red save that I'm like currently playing, I think I maybe started in like middle or high school, because at some point when I was playing these games, I would always name myself after the name of the protagonist. So Red was Red, Ethan was Ethan, Lucas was Lucas, Brendan was Brendan, so on and so forth. And then it wasn't until I was a little bit older, maybe even in my like early 20s, that I decided to name myself Spencer every time. Toaster's trade with you exposed you a little, having the different dates surrounding the egg trade and obtain dates. That's pretty funny, but that's like, it's still like close enough. You know what I mean? It's not like months apart or even like a crazy year from like time traveling like an insane amount. And it doesn't matter. I'm not like mad about it if a person does it by any means. It's a single player game. Do whatever the hell you want. I don't give a shit. Personally, I just like to keep my clock untouched. Purely for diary purposes, right? You could fix it if you really wanted to, for sure. Anyway, but the nice thing about Gen 4, two things about it actually, is just like the summary screens in the Gen 4 games are just like better for diary keeping anyway, but also because I'm like doing all of the Gen 4 stuff from scratch on stream, there's footage of everything basically. There's VODs. I'm like from the get-go, like all of my OTs are gonna be Spencer. That's my biggest regret about this Fire Red save, is that my name isn't Spencer. Isn't that stupid? Isn't that a stupid thing to regret? Anyway. But yeah, I think it'll just make it a lot easier with the Gen 4 thing in the future. I could change it. No, that's okay. It is what it is at this point. But yeah, all of the Gen 4 stuff, again, just like starting it from scratch. I decided not to like mingle my like existing Gen 4 saves and Pokemon with the current like Gen 4 journey stuff, just because again my like original, like the rest of my Gen 4 saves you know, that I've been playing for years are also like, you know, there's a lot of random guys in there. I would have to change the OT of every single mon. Yeah. No thanks. That's a lot. It's like, it's a minor annoyance at best, but it's fine. That's not a silly thing to regret. You've restarted files because they have your dead name. I mean, that, yeah. I get that. Yeah, I feel for folks when they transition, but they have like an old save file in a game, especially like a Pokemon or an Animal Crossing or something. And it's like, you don't want to lose that save, but like the name of the character that you're playing like isn't who you are. I could see that really, I could see that feeling bad for sure. I remember when I was young, I used to name myself in games. Just a different name. Like, it wasn't, I didn't name myself Spencer. I didn't name myself the name, like whatever the name of the protagonist or whatever was like supposed to be. I just had a different name that I liked even as a kid. Liv, we need to get you like a jar. We need to get you like an apology jar. Every time you apologize for a wall of text, which by the way is never a problem, I promise, you need to put like a quarter in the jar. You still have to go by that name in areas because some folks aren't used to it, to you being you. You still went by that name because it was much more gender neutral of a name. You thought it would be easier for folks to move to using a new name or something if they had a mid-ground name. In hindsight, that probably wasn't a good idea. I imagine it's just like tricky to navigate all around. I can only imagine. Anyway, you're good. You're always good. You don't have to apologize for a wall of text. We're talking. That's what you're supposed to do. Laughing at the sorry jar idea? Yeah, I figured. Oh, what's that? You apologized? A quarter in the jar. Think a few folks in your life want to get a sorry jar for you? You can't help it? There are much worse things to not be able to help. It's okay. It's totally harmless. It's really just funny. It almost feels like you have sorry for the wall of text like permanently on your clipboard so that after you send a wall of text you can as quickly as possible apologize for it. It's like you send it and then you hit paste and send it and send the apology immediately after. You're like, I need them to know that I'm not inconsiderate. And I need them to know now. It's okay. It's a reflex. I get it. It's deeply relatable. I promise. You just see this massive big text. Big appear on the side and your brain is like, OMG, no say sorry. No, Liv, you're allowed to take up space both physically and also textually? Is that a word? I remember one time I apologized for something that like didn't need to be apologized for to somebody, and they said the nicest thing to me. They were like, you can take up space. Which is so simple, you know? And they were like really nonchalant about it. And it really stuck with me. Eggs. When you see eggs, you have to acknowledge the eggs. Otherwise, did the eggs ever really happen? If an egg cracks in the forest, but no one's around to hear it, did it ever really crack? You feel for the back right egg? Okay, I gotta Next time we see eggs, I gotta really take a look at the back right egg. Hey, can I catch a Chansey? So far, for each of the Safari Week streams that we've done, we've caught a single Chansey. So we have to catch at least one Chansey per stream. This one's hanging around for a little bit. Uno. Nope. Never mind. And there it goes. Ugh. Lucky egg incoming. I'm fortunate that I've gotten one from a Safari Zone Chansey already. Thank God. It took like 20 minutes getting that lucky egg. Is that a command? Did I make that a command maybe? Exclamation mark lucky egg? No, I did not. Okay. That's fine. Not every clip needs its own command. Back right egg surely isn't a lucky egg. I forgot to look. Or did we even encounter eggs again? I don't remember. Eggs right now. Nidoran, if you're not blue... Oh, you mean the one that is fully cracked open and like deceased? Liv, are you good? Bestie, are you chill? The one with the exposed yolk? Are you sure? It is gruesome. Hey, gore in my video game. Oh, that's gore of my comfort character. Oh man. Dude, every time Execute shows up now, I'm gonna be sad. What was it? I forget what it was. It was some like Sonic the Hedgehog animation. Have you ruined the silly factor of eggs for me? No. I'll be fine. I want to say it was like a Sonic the Hedgehog animation or something that I saw on like Instagram, and I opened the comments. And someone says, oh, ... that's gore of my comfort character. And I lost it. I don't remember exactly what it was though. But the phrase that's gore of my comfort character, that just really got me. Like, heaven forbid a fan of Arbok read like volume 2 or whatever of the Pokemon Adventures manga, when Blue's Charmeleon cuts an Arbok just in half. Heaven forbid Jesse of Team Rocket reads that. Yeah, even if you haven't read it, you've at least like seen it posted somewhere. There's another one of like this one's more funny, even though it is kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's more like implied gore, I guess, kind of. There's one of like a Fearo's beak going fully through the middle of a Poliwhirl, like a dart in a dartboard, but like the beak pokes out the other side. That's gore of my comfort character. Adventures is really cool. I've read like the Kanto books. I don't know that I finished the Yellow story though. I maybe started the Yellow story. I don't remember, to tell you the truth, because it was eons ago. Like, I think I read them in middle school. You know what I mean? But I certainly haven't read Johto or Hoenn or like anything beyond that. I really should. The Diamond Pearl Platinum Adventures manga is really cool. Someday. Just whenever I have like free time and I'm looking to do something, it's usually play a game or watch a show or whatever. Reading just truly never even crosses my mind. Anyone here loves sour gummy worms? Hell yeah. Of course. And don't get me wrong, I have books. I got a bunch of books that I would like to read at some point. The Just Better brand at Superstore is amazing. More of a sour cola bottles. Hell yeah. I feel like we're seeing a lot of Scythers. Eggs. Eggs. Eggs again. I was thinking about what a full team of kaiju would look like. So like, you know, Rhydon, Tyranitar, Nidoking, Aggron. You know? What are some other like kaiju-esque Pokemon? A lot of Gen 1s fit the kaiju bill for sure. Volcarona for Mothra? Sure. Are there any more Pokemon you can think of though that are like more based on specifically Godzilla? Baxcalibur actually comes to mind. You were gonna say Bax? Like, there's Pokemon that are kind of like similar, like Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is maybe in a similar vein, has maybe like a similar build, but like, I don't know, like personality wise or vibes wise, doesn't really give the same like energy. It's official art and general poser. You don't know if that's a hot take actually. I mean, is it just kind of like standing? Excalibur? Yeah, it's just like standing, isn't it? He really benefits from being animated, you know? And using that one attack where he goes upside down. Cause yeah, just on his own, kinda boring. Oh, oops. This scene is all fucked up. LOL. Yeah, he's just standing there. Menacingly. He's just standing there. What does this one look like? Oh, this one has the command and the chat borders. This one doesn't. And then this one's a little cropped differently. Okay. Anyway. Just a little behind the scenes. Nidoran, what are the chances you want to be like a nice light blue color? What do you think? Doesn't that sound fun? You're purple all the time, you know? See? And don't get me wrong, it's a nice shade of purple. Very handsome, but like, what do you think about a nice blue? My opinion on this Mon design from Palworld? Sure. Hello, Toasty. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, folks. Happy end of Safari Week. I hope all of you found a billion shinies and none of them ran away. Toasty, how's it going? You got a Lapras and a Poliwag? I love both of those Pokemon. Congratulations. My Poliwhirl is part of the Living Dex proper? My boy. My sweet baby boy. That's so exciting. Okay, here we go. We've yet to catch a Chansey this stream. And I don't think... Oh, hang on. It stayed. Okay. Alright, Chansey. Oh! Alright. Alright. Quick lucky egg check. Nope. Docile? I don't even remember what docile is. I reverse manifested it. You're right. Okay, I mean, well, that's our one. On average, we've got one Chansey per stream, so just by the math, we're not allowed to catch another one this stream. I can't not live. I can't not. Every time Execute shows up, I can't not. It's like a car crash looking at that back right egg. I can't unsee it. It's devastating. Toasty, thank you again for the raid. It's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Folks, if you're not already following Toasty, Toasty's the GOAT, okay? No one on Twitch.tv is doing it like Sir Toasty Toes is doing it. Again, Nidoran. See, doesn't Nidorina look great? Nidorino, don't you want to be blue? Just like your fellow Nido? Wouldn't that be neato? I'll be here all week. Amazing. Thank you so much. Yo, nice Shadow Lugia. It's a hell of a fish. Well, if we don't find a shiny tonight, which, let's be so for real, probably doesn't happen, I'm just gonna save my counter and we'll try again next year. And eventually, maybe like Safari Week 2029, we'll finally find a shiny, you know? Yeah, what was the name of that PAL? This PAL isn't from the new update, which is largely where the better designs come from. It's kind of an all-timer, and a lot of folks' opinions think of it as a mascot. PAL's name is Chillet. I wonder if... I feel like I've probably seen it. PAL World Chillet. Aw. It's Furret. Wait, which one is the shiny? Is it normally pink or blue? It looks like it's normally blue. Chillet. It's normally blue. Yeah, it's cute. It's definitely giving Furret if it was blue, kind of. But, you know, whatever. It's cute. is tricky. It feels derivative of Furit. I wonder if you have a creature design based on a ferret, because Furit is I don't know, maybe it's still like kind of long. I don't know. It's like, it's different enough. The like cynical part of me feels like some of the Pal World designs are almost like made to be just different enough, right? To be like, for like plausible deniability, you know what I mean? Sometimes I wonder. But that's maybe me being a little too cynical about it. Away we go for another round. So this should definitely get us above 5,000. You got two more. One is straight up a face snatcher. The other is a genuinely creative and inspired original design. You'll just send them to me on Discord? Yep, that's fine. Eggs. Once again, eggs. They've been sent? Okay. Okay, which is which? You said one is straight up a face snatcher. Left is face snatcher. Okay, that's what I figured. And then the other one. Okay. So first... Hang on. Let me get him here. Where are they? Okay, first is this guy. I mean... It's like... It's kind of got like Lucario's head. It's got Raichu's tail. It's kind of got like some Zebstrika in there, I guess. And then it's a lightning dog, which is also just Boltund and Manectric. But like, they're like really specific pieces of it. Almost like type null adjacent. It's like a chimera of different pieces of various Pokemon. This is interesting. And this guy's name is Rayhound. Okay. And then the one that is original... There's a little... This guy's got a little guy in his belly. And otherwise, he's like Stonjourner, kind of, but not really. Not quite. It's a little reminiscent of Stonjourner, but like probably only because I'm trying to think of something that it's similar to. I don't think it actually is. Yeah, that's a cool guy. This guy's name is Dualith. Like Gigalith. Wait, Dua Lipa? Dualitha? Genuine question, of course. Anyway, yeah, this guy is definitely more of an original idea. This guy... This guy's definitely borrowing pieces from a few different guys to then become a new guy. The inspired one is a big golem guy, except it's not a big golem guy, it's a little spirit guy taking refuge inside the big guy and controlling it. Symbiotic relationship type stuff. It's almost like Mimikyu. Kind of. But obviously, like, you can see the little spirit, but it's like Mimikyu, like the idea is similar to Mimikyu maybe. Design-wise, actually, the goal, it's kind of similar also, maybe to like Golurk. But again, it's more than anything, it's like the stone golems from that one Ghibli movie that I can't think of the name of. Is that dating sim from those devs real? From the Pal World devs? I have no idea. You see Liepard in the other guy in Rayhound? I can see that. It's like thin. Yeah. Yeah, there's elements of a few different Pokemon in there, maybe. Anyway. I don't know. I feel like with most of the designs that I've seen, they're heavily inspired, to put it lightly. How goes the hunt? Well, we didn't find a shiny, but that makes sense because you weren't here. And I said that we wouldn't. But now that you're back, the shiny is now back on the table. The potential for shiny is now back on the table. So that's good. Now that you're back, it'll happen for sure. Exactly. That's how it works. Exactement. My wife. Sorry. I'll put a quarter in the bow rat jar. It's only fair. Everything is more fun with your with your wife. Amen, sister. Ain't that the tooth? Everything is fun in a lesbian relationship. So true. I can only imagine. Being a lesbian is so awesome. Hell yeah. I'm a lesbian? Okay. I mean, I'll accept honorary, but like, I'm not about to like weigh in on this. That feels like stolen valor. Hate being gay when you don't like or trust guys? Yeah, boys are the worst. Oh my god. Come on. Minimum, I want to hit 5,000. And then I'll assess. I'll assess from there, I guess. So, in regards to our Gen 4 stuff, since this is going to be our last Safari Week stream, we're going to go back to our regularly scheduled Gen 4 journey. So I think on Tuesday night, we're going to start Pokemon Ranger. And I think Ranger is not like a long game by any means. So we should be able to get through it like this month. What's up, Warlock? Great to see you. Safari's going well. No shinies yet, but we're vibing. Ranger's not a long game. So we should be able to get through it, I think, like before September, probably. The last thing we're going to do in Ranger is the Manaphy event. And then, you know, we'll get the Manaphy egg into Diamond and we'll hatch it for Manaphy. And then we're going to take stock after, because once we do Ranger, that'll be the end of phase 1. So we're going to take stock of everything that we have so far in Gen 4, as far as like how our Pokedex is looking, but also like what our progress is looking like for the living dex as well. And then to kind of give ourselves a little bit of a break before we jump into phase 2, we're gonna have our first intermission. So I have 2 intermissions planned. The first one is obviously between phase 1 and phase 2, and the second one is between phase 2 and phase 3. They're still Pokemon related, and they're going to take a few months each. What is the intermission? You're just gonna have to wait and see. But it's still Pokemon. It's just, it's something else. It's a little bit of a change of pace. I'm going to be doing something that I've never done before. Like playing a game that I've never played before. That's our second Chansey. Okay, we get another lucky egg check. That's cool. No dice. That's okay. Cass, do you remember when you changed some batteries for me? So anyway, the intermission is a secret. So that'll probably start. That'll probably be like most of the fall into early winter. And then that'll bring us probably nicely to Requestathon 4. And then after Requestathon 4, we will begin phase 2 next year. Assuming my like rough planning goes according to plan. Requestathon's around the corner. It's fucked, dude. I know it's like it's July. It's been July for like 26 days. It just hit me today that it's fucking July already. You're so astounded by the planning. I just kind of, I don't know. I have like a rough idea of how long things should take. I could be way off. Ranger could be somehow so much longer than I think it's going to be. I don't think it is. The intermission idea that I have could not be as long as I think it's going to be. It could be much shorter. It could be, an aspect of it could be so much more than I'm like actually expecting. Which is fine. It is what it is. I don't have an idea for Requestathon this year, I don't think, as far as like a theme goes. Like last year was like a Nintendo Switch Online version of it. We could just go back to it being like a free-for-all like the first two were. We could come up with a different theme. You've half the sanctums from pure luck. Incredible. Great work. You're catching up to me, which is good because then we can talk about stuff without spoilers. So that's nice. Sometimes I'm torn, just like thinking about the planning and the like structure for the Gen 4 stuff. Sometimes I'm like, should I have just played Platinum and then like either Heart Gold or Soul, like basically like, should I have just done them like once, you know, instead of the whole like phases thing? But then I'm like, no. I spent a long time in Gen 3. I think I would like to spend a long time in Gen 4. So that's the vibe. I just need to relax. Cuz here's what's happening. The thing that's like kind of like getting me into that thought is I'm seeing other people do stuff in Gen 4, but like specifically in Platinum. Like I'm seeing other people do post-game stuff in particular. Like they're completing their Gen 4 Pokedex or they're doing Battle Tower stuff or whatever. And I'm like, man, I could be there also if I wasn't playing each version of the games. But then, yeah, I gotta just like remind myself, like, it's not about, you know, it's not about the destination or whatever. You're only 100%ing Platinum and Heart Gold? Yeah, that feels like plenty. TBH. I'm gonna be 80 once I get to Gen 9. Okay, so I mentioned this maybe last stream, maybe last like Safari Week stream. I'm gonna do Gen 5 after Gen 4, and we're not gonna get to Gen 5 probably, no joke, till like 2030. Which sounds insane to say out loud, but like I don't think we start Black and White for several years. But that's gonna be the last generation that I do this for. I don't think I'm gonna go beyond Gen 5. In fact, Gen 5 is probably gonna be when I like stop. You know? Because I did Gen 6. My Pokemon Y is done. My Pokemon Y, like what I'm doing with Gen 3 and Gen 4 now, I've done with my Y already. My Y is done. I haven't completed Gen 7, but I'm kind of like playing Gen 7 here and there just in my own time. My Gen 8 could use some TLC. My Scarlet is done. My Scarlet is fucking done. Except for like Ogre Ousting. I need to get the shiny Munchlax from Ogre Ousting, and then I think my Scarlet is like done, you know? So I don't really... I'm not as in love with those games. I could also absolutely change my mind. I could finish Gen 5 when I'm like 35 and be like, okay, never mind, let's do Gen 6 because I'm wicked nostalgic for Gen 6 at that point in my life. Can we have an Ogre Ousting night? Please. I would love nothing more than to finally get that shiny fucking Munchlax. That's my Dodrio berry picking of Pokemon Scarlet. If it's online, you also want to join? It is. I can stream it. In fact, I can stream Ogre Ousting and we can do that as a group. Gen 7 would be worth a proper revisit since they're so good. I'm playing 7 currently, just like really slowly. Like I was playing Moon this morning. And the plan in Gen 7 is, for now, is mostly just Pokedex. But I'm sure, like, as I play the games more, I'll sink my teeth into some other aspects of it. I will probably at least do, like, playthroughs of all of the generations on stream, but I don't know that I'm gonna do like try to fully complete them or whatever. I think I can pretty much guarantee at some point there will be at least one playthrough of every game. Maybe not every version. Like maybe it's just Y and then just Ultra Sun and then just Shield, etc. You know what I mean? I need to get like a fireproof safe to keep my cartridges in. I have backups on my computer, but I should probably also make backups of the backups and like put those on a hard drive or something, or like in a Google Drive, so like they're just in multiple places just to make super sure. And then also they'll be on the cartridges themselves. There was a fire nearby our house the other day, and it was the first time that I ever thought about like, oh my god, what would I take? And truly the only thing that came to mind was like the cat, like Mimo the cat. That's probably good. Just got a Pikachu from the GTS? Hell yeah. Does it know Volt Tackle? Yeah, keeping my saves on my drive probably isn't a bad idea. Well, admittedly, Liv, it's not something that I think about. It's just because there was a fire, like, nearby. Like, we could see the smoke from our window. That just prompted me to be like, shit, what would I mean, maybe depending on how much time I had, I don't know. I mean, cartridges aren't big. I'm sure I could throw them in a bag in like 30 seconds. It's a trophy garden Pika. Cute. Yeah, you're getting a bunch of Sinnomons in Johto. Even when you're not in Sinnoh, you're still Sinnoh-maxing. Always. Yeah, but I don't know, like, I wouldn't put my games and Game Boys and shit in an emergency bag. I guess. You have a fireproof case for passports? Yeah, no, you're saying like a go bag. No, I get it. Good to have one in general. Yeah. You're probably right. Oh, you're definitely right. Anyway. Knock on wood. Hopefully don't have to worry about that ever. Or at least anytime soon. But like, I don't know, shit happens. I'm also in a building that other people that I don't know live in, and like, I don't know what they're up to in their apartments. You know? Yeah, just like base level, just like the most important, and it's not close. it's not even remotely close. The most important, like, yeah, you know. Yeah, the base too. Someone could be watching a Pokemon stream smoking on the balcony right now. Yeah, that's classic apartment neighbor behavior. We passed 5,000. We passed 5,000 a while ago, but I just noticed now. Can I tell your Pokemon games to shine already? Hey! Cassie has been working very hard and deserves a blue dog. Okay? Pokemon Emerald. Cassie's copy of Pokemon Emerald. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna give Cassie a shiny in the next encounter. And also a yes. And also Pokemon X, you piece. You're gonna give Cassie a fucking yellow lizard so we can be yellow lizard twins. Okay? On the next reset. You're going insane every day. Your coworkers come back on break and go, is the dog blue or the gator green? Next encounter was a normal Teddiursa. And Stella says you'll be pleased about that, by the way. Warlock, they're tormenting you? That's fucked up. Blue rabbit? Yeah, rabbit adjacent, question mark? Bunny rabbit. Eggs. Warlock, the joke will be on them when you have a blue dog and a teal gator. You'd be like, look at how cool my guys are, and they'll be so jealous. That's what shiny hunting is all about, is making people jealous. Obviously. Imagine if you get two. I bet they shine at the same time. You had two crazy blueprints runs back to back. Opened 2 blind boxes today and got the 2 Transformer models you wanted. Oh, so your luck is all gone? You're jealous at this point it's working? I hate to admit it, but the haters might be onto something. The back-to-back Need Arenas. Need Arenas of 5% for us. Oh my god. You know what we haven't gotten is back-to-back Chanseys. Sorry. This is what I mean. I'm getting sleepy a little too early. Just by like a couple hours. I'm getting close. It's midnight. 12 a.m. isn't too early to sleep. It is for me. I want to get sleepy like 2 hours from now. in a perfect world. When you do that, you can rejoin the videos. If yes, if you so choose, yes. I found out the next thing that I need to kind of start the next, like, kind of major part of the game. It costs so much money. So now I'm thinking about, like, how the fuck do I make as much money as I possibly can in Blueprints? I can afford this one fucking thing. Anyway. Pardon me. I'm so sorry I'm yawning. You need to watch the old videos again to determine if I did a thing to be able to talk. I don't need to be sorry. No, I do. I have to be. It's mandatory. It's Manda-sorry. It's Amanda Bynes. It's the Amanda Show. It's She's the Man. Ding dong. Bing bong. Oop. Stop it. All right. I could do one more set of 600 steps or whatever. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Holy fish. Dude, cold water? Oh my god. Yo, they cooked when they made cold water. Nice emperor angelfish. Recently, in the last few years, been engaging with the hydration subsystem of your body, and it's pretty lit. Is that a fancy way of saying you started drinking water regularly? Crazy how good it feels to be hydrated. Dude, especially after you're like dehydrated and then you get hydrated, fuck, it hits. Oh, it hits so good. Like, it's like a cigarette, but good for you. You're like, damn, I got a headache, my tummy kind of hurts, and also generally mentally I'm feeling bad, and then you drink some water and you're like, wait, all of my problems just disappeared. Sometimes you go for a walk, get some sun, come back home, eat some vegetables, drink some water? All of a sudden I'm the picture of health? It's crazy, dude. Calm down there, hippie. No, you're right. My bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to get radical. Like, wait, maybe my mom was right all these years. You'll pass on the sun? I don't know. I think cats have the right idea. Cats will just like fall asleep by a window in like a patch of sunlight. I think they've got it figured out. You burn? That's fair. You just don't want to go outside. Well, you don't even, again, the cat, if we take after the cat, the common house cat, still indoors, just like by a window. You had a nap in the backyard in the hammock yesterday after reading a book, and it was one of the best naps ever? Yeah. Something about falling asleep in the sun. One time I fell asleep on the beach, and my friends like let me sleep for like an hour. So don't get me wrong, I got burned, but the sleep was like incredible. Damn, the triple shake fake. Triple shake fake into the flea is crazy. Don't like being in the sun directly for too long? No, for sure. It's definitely not good for your skin. I get that. But like, the warmth, and even weirdly, when your eyes are closed, and if you're like laying down in the sun and your eyes are closed, weirdly the brightness like through your eyelids is kind of nice. Is that crazy? Something about it makes me even sleepier. Your windows and all the blinds are down 24/7. That's true. That's true. The sun for Liv might be more extreme. Yeah, I feel like when we get sun, it's like a nice treat. Eggs. That's all good, Cass. We'll do it when we can get around to it. We could also... We could even, like, wait until, like, the next, like, news comes out. If there's, like, another, I don't know, Nintendo-related thing or whatever. You're gonna name your shiny Houndour Frostbite? That's a great name. Chat decided that yesterday? Hell yeah. That's a great name. Frostbite the Blue Fire Dog. Name literally anything cooler than Blue Fire. Can't be done. Shiny Ponyta. Chef's Kiss. Masterpiece. That one attack that Reshiram can use. Blue Flare or whatever. I don't remember the name of that attack. Or is it Fusion Flare? Also, Will-O-Wisp sometimes is blue. Shiny and Fernape could have had a blue flame. Funny that it say it was gonna be icy when it is very not that. That's why it's a good name. You do like official Shiny and Fernape? I'm trying to picture Shiny and Fernape. And like what colors it is and stuff. It's pink hued in Fernape. Cool. Y'all get the new Rhythm Heaven and or tried the demo? Okay. You can still get the demo. Demo comes with 4 solo games and then 1 multiplayer game. Just to get a sense. Get a feel for it, you know? I recommend giving it a shot if you're curious. You want to do the rhythm RPG? That is not in the demo at all. I think that's a cool mode for the game.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
A succulent Chinese meal? What's up, Patch? Guzzlord's just a guy. Just a man screaming in a booth. It's pretty funny. My man earned his pay for that scream. I hope so. Could you imagine? You're like an established voice actor. You're respected. You get a call from your agent one day. You're like, "Hey, Pokemon called. They need you to voice the character." You're like, "Yep. Been around that block. Voiced in Pokemon before, probably, or at least, you know, similar shows. Who do they need me to voice? Well, it's this new Pokemon called Guzzlord. Alright, what's Guzzlord look like?" Receive a picture of Guzzlord. You're like, okay. I'm getting some ideas for what this guy should probably sound like. So you go in for the recording session. You've been ideating, really trying to like establish the character for Guzzlord in your mind. And you talk to the producer or the director or whatever about your vision for Guzzlord. They're like, "Yep, you're the professional. That all sounds great." You go in the booth. You throw your headphones on, you're feeling good. Before you know it, they say rolling. Just as you're about to go for it, you stub your toe and you let out this blood-curdling scream. And then they give you a thumbs up and they go, got it. Thanks so much. You can go home. And you're like, that wasn't it. That wasn't what I had in mind for Guzzlord. But joke's on you because you're so good at what you do. You're a voiceover professional, voice actor. You accidentally made one of the best Pokemon cries in the show's history. Damn, this Chansey's hanging out, huh? Oh my god. Okay. Damn, that was a while. Eggs. You love eggs? Me too. I think it would be a devastating day if I ever got the egg ick. I don't foresee it happening, but I know that it's just, you know, it's something that some people have. Yeah, I love breakfast in general. Absolutely. Retweet. I've been starting my days by like having a bowl of cereal and watching highlights of the previous day's Toronto Blue Jays game. It's perfect. It's the best way to start a morning. There's so many Gen 7 Pokemon that you forget completely exist so often, and Guzzlord is one of them. You have eggs tattooed on you? This is true. You sure do. You love eggs so much. You're like, I need eggs on me, actually. Always. You're trying so hard to wake up just early enough to engage in breakfast? Well, breakfast can be any time of day, is the beautiful thing about it. You don't have to have breakfast at a certain time. You can have breakfast whenever you damn well please. People call it brunch, I think, to feel better about eating breakfast in the afternoon. Let's get brunch and play Pokemon? That sounds delightful. But like, I'll have eggs at 6 p.m. I'm not calling that brupper or Brinner or Dinfast or Supfast either. It's breakfast. I don't care that it's nighttime. I'm eating breakfast, goddammit. 9 p.m. eggs is the way to go. You can have eggs literally whenever you want. See? You can have eggs right the fuck now. You can have eggs later. I don't give a shit. Love a scramble. Love a fried egg. You usually have a full-ass dinner at like 3 in the morning? Listen, if that's dinner time, then that's dinner time. You're big on fried and sunny side up. And soft boiled and ramen? Yeah. 100%. Do you guys know there's 100 ways to prepare eggs? I believe it. Live your life, girl. Amen, sister. Sorry, a women. My bad. A women. How many steps do we got left? 214. All right. Egg on a burger? Hell yeah. What is that not called a Western? Or am I thinking of omelets? Egg on a burger has a name, right? Yeah, I think Dragon Ball GT is sick. I love Little Goku. I don't care that it's not canon. It's fun. It's just a fun take on Dragon Ball. Too many hobbies. No time to do them. Girl. Too much overwhelm. Too many hobbies, not enough time to do them. Guess I'll just go to bed. Guess I'll just go to bed and actually do nothing. Dude, I'll do none of the above. Because too much overwhelm. A friend of mine watched like 600 episodes of One Piece on 2x speed, and I was like, "Are you enjoying the show?" And they were like, "I just gotta watch it, and I gotta do it as fast as possible." It's so sad. We can't even enjoy things because there's too many things that we want to do or experience. Your friend watched all of One Piece in 6 months? Do you average out like how many episodes per day? You almost always have your DS and your TCG deck with you now? Hell yeah.
Please hang up and try your call again. Please hang up. This is a recording. Please hang up and try your call.
I forgot my wallet. That's okay. Do you have Apple Pay? Nah. But I can send you guys a funny picture on PictoChat as payment. Is that chill? You guys can DS download play and we can race together in Mario Kart DS as payment. Is that chill? You want funny PictoChat picture? You know when you you could color in the entire box and then you could use the eraser to draw something draw something in white on a black background? But it took fucking forever to fully color in the box. Wait, what if the DS is the wallet? What if you just put the cash in the DS and then close the DS? Oh shit. I bet your wallet can't play Pokemon Platinum. Mine can. And I keep all my Benjamins in there. Sorry, and I keep all my Queen Elizabeths in there. I keep all my coins with polar bears on them in there. This coin has a beaver on it, and it is worth the least because the beaver is not powerful enough. This coin has a boat. It is worth double the amount of the beaver because the boat is twice as powerful as the beaver. This coin... What the fuck is on the quarter? The queen. This coin... This coin has the queen on it because the queen... Oh, there's a deer. Oh yeah, no, you're so right. The queen's on the other side. This coin has a loon on it because a loon is 10 times stronger than a boat. And then this coin has a polar bear on it because a polar bear is twice as strong as a loon. This all makes sense, we promise. Is the Looney a beaver? No, that's our nickel. Our nickel has the beaver. Our dime has a boat. Our quarter has a deer, apparently, which I forgot about. Our loony has a loon, appropriately, and then our toonie has a polar bear. Yes, and then the penny only had a single maple leaf because that single maple leaf is not as powerful as a beaver. Rest in peace, the penny. You are not missed. Is it a deer or a caribou? One of those. One of those for sure. No one knows. No one knows really. But one of those sounds right. I don't know. Ask the mint. Hello, the mint. What animal is on the quarter? What year was I born? I'll be asking the questions. Thank you very much. Yeah, live us too. Commonwealth. Commonwealth. Yeah. Your coins have kangaroos on them? Honestly, why am I not surprised? Look up the Aussie $1. Wait, I gotta catch a Chansey first. It is King Chuck now, but that guy stinks. Rip Chansey. Australia $1. $1 coin. Well, it's like the evolution of kangaroo. It's like the evolution of kangaroo. Wow. Yeah, Liv, we have the same, like, head, like, side profile of the queen also. Patch! Patch with the primer, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Enjoy your emotes.
The glazing is crazy.
Thank you, thank you. All right, I got 50 steps left. Can we find a shiny before Safari Week 2026 comes to an end? Or will we have to wait until next year? Shiny eggs? I wouldn't be mad about shiny eggs. Well, when we started Safari Week this year, I think my counter was at like, it was below 2,000, I think, for sure. So definitely the most encounters I've ever done for a Safari Week before. And I've maintained my counter from like the previous years that I've done this, but like in the past I maybe did like a stream for the whole week. This is definitely the most I've ever participated in Safari Week, but no shinies. Unless, I guess we're not done yet. I guess I shouldn't put my horse before the cart or whatever. 25 steps remaining. Unless you only did the one stream. But you know what you did? Putting my toonie before my loony. But next year, we probably hit odds, if I had to guess, depending on if I stream for a similar amount of time. Will I go back to it at all before next year's Safari Week? Nah. For me, it's like I can do this during the event, and then once the event is over, then that's a nice off ramp, you know? 53.49. Well, there you have it. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm like actively falling asleep. So thanks for hanging. Let's see if there's anyone left still doing Safari Week, or if people, I'm sure people are still probably like wrapping up with it. Maybe. Triple Shake Fake is still going. We haven't rated this person yet. I've been falling asleep for a little while. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for hanging out. Listen, my band Sunday Girl put a new album out on Friday. If you want to listen to it, you can find it wherever you listen to music. Exclamation mark new. Here, let me do it. New album. Here you go. That's the link to our Bandcamp, but again, you can find it where you stream music. You can find it on YouTube. We really like it, and we're really proud of it, and I hope you like it also. Okay, we're gonna raid Micah the Brave. / raid Micah the Brave. Alright. Thanks for hanging. Next stream, I believe, is going to be Tuesday night, and we're going to start Pokemon Ranger. So if you want to tune in for that and hang out, I think it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to draw a lot of circles around some Pokemon. It's going to be great. Exclamation mark Discord in chat if you're not in the Discord and you'd like to join. and share your own Pokemon stuff in there with the rest of us. And I think that's everything. Thanks for hanging. Go say hi to Micah. Use an emote if you've got one. And I'll see you Tuesday night. Bye.